Welcome back to what might be the season finale, but we're hoping isn't the season finale of this realistic RTG. Today we have 2 of our final 3 Premier League games is the plan, and the FA Cup final against Burnley at Wembley. We also have Everton and Spurs in the league. The plan is to play those 3 today and have Wolves and the Europa Conference League final tomorrow, because I'm hoping tomorrow we will still be, after today, in with a shout of Champions League football in the Premier League top 4 for next season. We currently have a game in hand and can go 5th if we win it. 5th and a point behind 4th, a point behind 3rd, and 2 points behind Chelsea in 2nd, although Chelsea also have a game in hand and they're playing Leicester away on the same match day that we play Everton. So there's a lot that could happen and a lot that could not happen based on what we do today. And ultimately, what we need to do today is win games of football. Beat Everton, and we're very happy indeed. That's our game in hand one. Beat Burnley at Wembley, and that's Europa League football guaranteed next season. Obviously, we hope to guarantee Europa League for next season via a Europa Conference League win as well in the final at the end of the season, or as a minimum via a league finish. But obviously, Champions League is the absolute go-to, and then we shall wait and see how things go. Oh, please qualify for Champions League football, Ches. Please qualify for Champions League football. One thing at a time, one game at a time. Saying thank you to those of you on the board behind me for your continued support in the comments section. Thank you very much, William Howard, Vivek Sagar, or Sagar, and Slothy as well. Appreciate it, Brennan. Thank you very much for everybody's continued support on stream as well. Links in the description to the Twitch channel. Of course, you can watch me stream this series and all future content here on the ChesnoidGaming channel too, be that whatever comes after this one, be that Formula 1, be that Football Manager, be that FC26 when it arrives. But for now, concentrating on Everton and solely Everton. It's 7th place, 14th. We don't want to be 7th by full time. Everton line up as follows. Benjamin Sanders in goal for them. Former Liverpool man Conor Bradley at right back here at Goodison Park. David Adogu and Jean-Claire Todibo at centre back with Tom Roth at left back. That's a really strong defensive unit there. Marco Meyer is 90 rated. Felix and Mesha 85. Then the forward few aren't great. Or the forward midfield 3. Darian Males or Marles, Justin Deal and Thiago Moraes are all right. Joshua Zirkzee is very good up top. They've got some options on the bench, but not a massive amount of talent. We've had to rotate quite significantly because of the nature of the fixture list. So hopefully the side that we're putting out here, the side that really we're forced to put out here, can do the job and grab us the win. And then those first team regulars will be available for the FA Cup final. But I've been forced to make more changes for this game than I might like, given how important these fixtures in the Premier League are for us at the moment. That's a hell of an interception there to send Joshua Zirkzee in. That's a great tackle though. And there is loads of space for Morgan Rogers if I can get it out wide to him, but I can't. Cannot let Joshua Zirkzee dictate play. He is perfect for the role that we really use, actually, as the target man that drops deep and interlinks play. He'd be a player that absolutely, at this stage, would be particularly impressive for us if we were looking for a new striker. We're currently not looking for a new striker, but if I were, he would be one of the go-to names on my shortlist for sure. He wasn't great for me at Man United when he was lower rated right at the beginning of the cycle, but at this point in a save, Zirkzee's one of the best strikers I could possibly sign, considering the nature of my personal play style. Rogers is in behind here, and we do have the man in the middle, but it's a case of getting it to him, because there are so many Everton defenders back there. Everton defenders that have done the job defensively. Corner comes in, Longhorse is up. He's not got there. Raskin will drill it to Mateus Fernandes, who can hopefully find some space, or at least a pass to a teammate who has some space. Van der Haar is not going to be the man to ping it from distance. Smith Rowe could be, but he's not got the room to do so. Trying to work this about to find the opportunity to give us the 1-0 lead we crave. Looking for the man at the back post. Fernandes is up. It's cleared away. Putting the pressure on. Everton will not buckle under it yet. Ribeiro to Fernandes. Out to Correa. Completely sold the defender there. And Hayward. Hayward has been a really good... Oh, it's got to be a pen. Hayward's been a really good go-to player out on the right-hand side when we need someone. He's not very big. He's only 5'5". He's not very strong. He's not really filled with that much quality, but he is a really tricky winger to deal with. And Tom Roth couldn't deal with him. Felling him from behind. Everton get away without a red card because of the double jeopardy rule. It was quite a harsh challenge from behind. But Matty Fernandez from the spot to give the away side the lead, and he can't do it. Brilliant stop by the goalkeeper. That was unreal. Sanders does excellently. And Felix and Mesha clears as well. We really should be 1-0 up. But we're not yet. Can we get ourselves there though? Raskin just surrounded by 4 blue and white shirts. I can't get the ball away. That's probably a foul in there as well. Oh, what could have been so far. Comes Clarkson, fresh off the bench. And looking to pull the strings. Oh, Hayward. It's just that little bit too far away from Ribeiro. Oh, what an opportunity. Maybe I should have taken a touch first, but I didn't want the defender to reposition himself and me not be able to find the ball through the gap. Get there. Come on. Ribeiro, make the run, please, pal. Arrgh, they're cutting everything out, Everton. Everything. Don't know why the right back was so deep there. Big save. Right back played Xerxes on. That was absolutely inexplicable of him to do so. And Mesha out to Moraes. Stood up. Xerxes going to bring it down. Dangerous this. Vonderhaar's in the way. We'll play it out. Got to throw. Need to get the ball into their box as soon as possible. Oh, Clarkson out-muscled. Clarkson has the ball thrown to him, though. Looking for Hayward. Lewis, you would make yourself a Bradford City hero. Ribeiro already is a hero. And even more so now. Oh, yes! 90th minute winner at Goodison Park. Rodrigo Ribeiro has been so reliable as a goal scorer since arriving. And that is huge for us. We've tried, and we couldn't find a way through for so long. And as time was running out, up stepped the man we needed. Well intercepted, Clarkson. That should seal the game. 2 minutes added on, 2 minutes played. And ref, please, if you don't mind, just blow your whistle. 3 vital points for Bradford City away from home at Goodison Road. That's a relief. A big relief. Thank you, Sean Dyche, for a very competitive game. But one that we've just managed to edge. Is that a sign of the character of this side, that when things are up against us, we can pull out the result? Burnley have just held Spurs to a draw at Turf Moor, but can they do the job at Wembley in the FA Cup final? We lost to Ipswich last season. That cannot happen again. That's what we're playing for. There's the FA Cup trophy. It had blue and white ribbons on it at the end of the game last year. We don't want ribbons that aren't our colour on the trophy this year. To be fair, both sides could put claret on it, but we want gold to go with it, not the claret and blue of Burnley. Full disclosure, played most of this game once already. Was 0-0 at 90 minutes, and then the game did that whole freeze as they're coming back onto the pitch. You've got to close the game and play the game again thing. So we were 0-0 after 90 minutes against Burnley, but we're having to play the whole game again. Idris Ahmed in goal for them. Bashir Humphreys, Mark Gahey, Tanguy Nianzou and Mario Guilabert at the back for him. Sheikh Takore, Billy Gilmore at the midfield, Ivan Hamey, Aaron Ramsey, Jordan Melvin and Matthijs Tel up top. It's the same 11 for them as they had last time. Gallo, Aheda, Huntonji, Vermeeren, Vinicius, not that one, Lyle Foster, Oscar Bob, Jorge Cabello and Etienne Green on the bench. Exactly the same 11 for them, thankfully. Exactly the same 11 for me. Grabara in goal as the cup goalkeeper, but the rest of the side is my full-strength first 11. Burnley bossed the first game against them, but only those that have been watching on live stream will get to, or will have seen, the highlights of that game. It was a particularly difficult one. Burnley played very, very, very well, and Matthijs Tel had about 9 chances to score and couldn't do it. So we are well aware of the threat that lies in front of us here now. Tells the way down the right. And finding Ivan Hamey. who from a narrow angle doesn't beat Grabara. Keeper makes a very good save. We felt like we were lucky to have Ipswich in the final last year. We felt like we were lucky to have Burnley in the final this year. We probably still are lucky, because if it was a major side with a significantly better team, then they almost certainly would just wipe the floor with me. We're finding it difficult against a side that we absolutely should be beating. Run, please, Will. Trying to get him to go in behind there. He didn't want to. Sarah's in the way of that, but it still falls to Burnley. 25 minutes played here. Still 0-0. That's loose from them. Counter-attack potentially. Dibbling's on his way through the gap. Is the ball going to find him? It will. Can he beat the defender? No, his touch isn't good enough, and it is loose and gets away from him. Half an hour played. This would have been the half an hour of extra time in the last game. It's still 0-0. 120 minutes played against Burnley. 120 minutes played for Burnley against us, and nobody can score a goal. Well in, Sarah. Is that the moment of weakness that's going to see a goal get scored here in an FA Cup final? No! Big save! Giant save from their goalkeeper. Sarah to Agbenon. Agbenon back. There's Matty Fernandez on the edge of the box. Fernandez shot blocked well by Billy Gilmore. That had to be 1-0 there with Lancashire in behind, surely. Well, now I know just how they felt up against Grabara. In the other 90 minutes we played, the defender's fallen over there. Lancashire's just locked off the ball there. Good. I don't mind losing the final, but not to an absolute nonsense. This is tense and tight for an FA Cup final again. Matthijs Tel with runners, going for a shot from 40 yards. That one's definitely not going to work, mate. It's going to be 0-0 at half-time. We've played 3 halves of football and nobody can score. Tel. Grabara makes the save. Matthijs taking it all on himself there when he had an option to try and play in. Jamie with the corner. It's not bad. Matara heads it back from whence it came. Amy edge of the box is Shep Takore. It's Mark Gahey. I know Palace just won the FA Cup in real life, but let's not have Mark Gahey score the winner here for Burnley, shall we? Back. Humphreys. Into the box. Hamey. Out of the box. Takore. Into the box. Hamey! Goal for Burnley! Finally, after 145 minutes, someone scored. But it's not us. Are we about to lose back-to-back FA Cup finals? Maybe. Dibbling into Fernandez. Fernandez looking for Lancashire. Lancashire's in the box. Lancashire level! That didn't take long. The breakthrough's been made. And now we're at 146 minutes for 1 goal. 3 minutes later, there's your second. We're level at Wembley. And breathe. Melvin. Tell to Melvin. I want Yarrick. He won't give me Yarrick. Grabara makes the save. And breathe. Deary me. Come on, lads. Can we? Oh, Takore late in. It's going to be just a yellow, I think. Agbenon is furious. I think he's actually just going to give him a telling off. In that, the final that wasn't, Oscar Bob did get sent off for them in the 85th minute. We were about to head into extra time against 10 men. So I've not been as lucky here. Agbenon, Sarah. The first ball was meant for Matty Fernandez. Sarah can't find him. And play continues. Vermeeren is on for them in their midfield now. Might have to make the same change we made before, which was Sarah for Clarkson. Just to freshen things up in our midfield. But everybody's so tired from the game against Everton with regards to my fringe players that I just don't have that many options on the bench, but we might not need them. Tyler Dibbling looking for Lancashire. Will Lancashire in the 73rd. We had an episode recently called All the Comebacks. We've done another one. Burnley 1, Bradford 2. Having to tell myself to breathe because for the majority of this game and the last game I've been holding my bloody breath. Lancashire looking for Dibbling, finds him well. Can Lancashire score a generational goal in an FA Cup final? Not Lancashire. Dibbling, he's still going. Dibbling! Oh my God, he nearly did. 8 minutes to go as they swap their number 8 for a number 9. Otara in the way. Oh, what a challenge. What an unbelievable challenge. Here's Bob. Can't get through. Can't get through. Sarah looking for Dibbling. Win the header. Does. Lancashire gets there. Just hold it up. He used the hand. When I said hold it up, I didn't mean actually just pick the ball up and run off with it. Good header by Yarrick. Huge header by Yarrick. Engels away. Skips over the challenge. Fernandez looking for Dibbling. Can't get it to him. A third would obviously seal it. But there might be a fourth goal in the game still. But not for us. Burnley have to do it now. And Bob gives the ball away. Bob got himself sent off in the last final. He cost them potentially the game there by giving the ball away. He might have just cost them potentially the game here as well. Engels, that wasn't meant for you. It was meant for Sarah. Here's a header. 30 seconds left in the game. It has to be now. Bob on the ball again. Matthijs Tel. Yarrick in the way. You kidding me? I don't mind losing the final. I don't want to lose the final to nonsense. We haven't lost the final yet. But it continues because of nonsense. How stupid is that? Matthijs Tel buries it in the top corner. Burnley make it 2-2 with the last kick of the game. And I have to watch that back just to fully understand what the hell had just happened on the edge of our box. Yarrick intercepts the ball. I'm still in control of Yarrick. He wins the ball. Murillo comes across. And Matthijs Tel just runs off with it. Sick. Well, it was supposed to go to extra time, wasn't it? From the 0-0 draw. Now, the 2-2 draw sends us to extra time. So, if anything, maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe it's fate. Wish it wasn't fate. Don't do it again. It hasn't. Thank God for that. When the screen went black there, I was waiting for it to freeze again. We will get extra time this time. But we're playing against 10 men. Sorry, we're playing against 11 men, not 10. Is that going to make a difference here? Christ, they're trying to make it 10 men. Agbenon through. Lankshire's found. Clarkson's just come off the bench. It's Tyler Dibbling. It's Mateus Fernandez. It's off the top of the bar and over. Oh, that's poor. That's really poor from Burnley. Dibbling. Gets away. Matty Fernandez looking for Lancashire. Lancashire to Fernandez. Matty Fernandez! Extra time was destined. Are Bradford destined for an FA Cup trophy lift? Maybe. Maybe. 3-2. Tel looking to get away. It was the last minute of the 90. Is it to be the last minute of the 105 for Burnley here? They've kind of bullshitted their way through again. Tel, good save by Grabara. Oh my Christ alive. How has Grabara made that second follow-up save? Matthijs Tel with a pretty BS rebound, but pretty BS second save. Unbelievable, Jeff. Corner delivered. Bob brings it down but uses a hand. Half-time and extra time. Should that have been 3-3? Tel. Well in, Arne Engels. Still it falls for Vinicius. Abner Vinicius, not Vinicius Jr. If Vinicius Jr. ended up at Burnley, I really would be done with career mode. Fernandez looking for Lancashire. Not finding him. 119th minute now. Tel. Bob. Engels. Still Burnley. Delivered. Murillo in the way. Clarkson in the way. And that, at finally, long last, is Bradford City winning another trophy. The fans don't seem to be celebrating. The players certainly are. We haven't won anything since we won the EFL trophy in Season 2. It's been 7 years in this save since we lifted any sort of silverware. Some are calling for Will Lancashire to potentially win the Ballon d'Or and lift that. We don't know. That's still just rumour. That's not confirmed. What is confirmed is that Will Lancashire will lift silverware, and it will be an FA Cup trophy for us here at Wembley. Banishing the demons of the year prior, although it very nearly went the same way. We win against Burnley at Wembley. Bradford City are your FA Cup winners 2032. Actually, it might be 2033. I can't quite recall. We're so far into this save. One thing we know for sure is that that trophy is now ours. That is Europa League football next season as a minimum guaranteed. But we want more. So let's go and play Spurs. So as we head into our final game of today, a win will send us third. Beat Tottenham, and it's in our hands. Draw with Tottenham, we'll stay 6th, or move to 6th and stay outside of the top 4, and it's not in our hands. Lose to Tottenham, and it's really not in our hands. The title has gone. Liverpool have won the league. 4-point gap, 1 game remaining. Congratulations to them. The first side to beat Manchester City to the title for a while in this save. Tottenham are 16th and very much threatened with relegation here. If we can beat them, then it will be a very nervy final day for everybody involved at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But we have to beat them. So to potentially help relegate Tottenham, we need to beat this side. Georgi Petrovic in goal. Will Short at right back. Pau Kubasi and Leo Egger at centre back alongside Alphonso Davies at left back. Ure Rivero, Alfie Devine and Ethan Nwaneri is their midfield. Gabri Vega wide right, Samu through the middle and Nico Williams on the left. They have some decent... Actually, no, they don't have that many decent options on the bench at all. But that starting 11 is apparently 16th in the Premier League. I hadn't noticed when looking at the league table previously, actually, that Newcastle have also only played 36 games. They face Burnley today on this match day. So if Newcastle fail to win and we win, we will go third. But we could both go into the top 4 if we win our given match days today. Tara picks up the loose ball. They're looking for Morgan Rogers through the gap. Morgan Rogers doesn't do much for us. And Pau Kubasi comes across with a brilliant block. Rogers is apparently our most creative player. He has the most assists in the Premier League this season of anyone in a Bradford City shirt, but he couldn't grab a goal there. Thankfully Sarah has stopped Nico Williams, helping Tottenham score a goal. We'll spread this to the left and maybe we can use Morgan Rogers again. He might just be onside, he also might just be offside, and that is the case. Engels, player to watch apparently. Will Lancashire supposedly, unsurprisingly, league's top goal scorer for the 2nd year in a row. It could be Matty Fernandez. It won't be Matty Fernandez. That gives us the early lead here against Spurs. FA Cup goal scoring winner for us, or winning goal scorer for us. If you put the words in the right order in the sentence, Ches. We're not able there to get us a goal or help contribute to a goal. Looking for Morgan Rogers here. Short steps in really well. Short's only 74 rated or something, but he might be good enough in the right areas to ensure that we aren't able, that's poor, to isolate him as the weak link in their defence. And so far he's dealt with Morgan Rogers very well indeed. Here's Ethan Nwaneri now bursting forward for Spurs. It's a sentence that every Arsenal fan dreads. Samu's past me, but he's taken the shot early. Only 5 clean sheets for Lucas Bergstrom in 30 Premier League games so far this season is certainly not good enough. We are absolutely considering replacing Lucas Bergstrom as our #1 goalkeeper for next season. But that's for next season. Right now we're concentrating purely and solely on this. Not only the entirety of the rest of this season, but as we say, 1 game at a time. Solely concentrating on Spurs for the moment. Alphonso Davies versus Tyler Dibbling. Dibbling inside to Lancashire. Egger gets there. It's poor. We've won it with a Shempong. Matty Fernandez can't keep it away from Ethan Nwaneri though, and a Shempong dangled a leg and then seemed to move it out the bloody way. Samu played in. Shempong coming out towards him, getting in the way, and should win the foot race too. I am trying to play a long pass there, and he's gone with a slide tackle. Thankfully, no booking, but it could easily have been a red card, given the angle that he took the player out at. He's trying to just play the ball down the pitch. It obviously wasn't registering me as getting to the ball. Samu's gotten to that one, but it's nowhere near the goal. Engels and Sara. Across to Ouattara. Lovely ball to Rodgers. Lay off to Lancashire. Lancashire from here. Great save, Georgi Petrovic. Top stop from the former Chelsea man. 5 to go till half time. It took a while for the goals to come against Burnley. It is taking a little while for the goals to come here against Spurs. Good save, Bergström. Holding on till half time, hopefully. Nico Williams with the corner. It's not bad. It's not great either. Cleared away. There's just so many bodies here. And one of them scores a goal for Tottenham. They're number 28. I'm not entirely too sure who it is at a glance. It's Alfie bloody Devine. 1-0 Spurs. That's not part of the plan for Champions League, is it? Good interception by Ouattara. And the fullbacks pushed forward. Rodgers looking to get past, but can't get past. Pau Kubasi. Excellent defending from the former Barca man. That's not great from Nwaneri. And Matty Fernandes races away from him, and Dibbling's making a run. I don't know what Leo Egger is doing there, other than make a complete fool of himself, but I've then turned into him, so ultimately, who's the bloody fool, I suppose? Samu's going to have the strength to hold off the defender. Gets a good shot away, but Bergström was right behind it. Tottenham already gotten their lead. We need an equaliser and then a winner, please. Can I please just run around Nwaneri rather than into him? Bergström bowl it out. And Rodgers brings it down. Takes it in his stride well. Just get it there ahead of Lancashire. It's him against Short here. And he should have the legs. And he does. Lancashire to level it up. It's 1-1. But one's not enough. We need at least two. And Nwaneri. And Nico Williams Jr. Oh, the pace, the pace, the pace, the pace, the pace, the goal. It's just too quick. Tottenham 2, Bradford 1. Now we need 3. Dibbling failed, but back to his feet. And we'll get to that ahead of Alphonso Davies. Thanks it. Beats the defender. Pau Kubasi comes across to help his fellow man out. Engels delivers. Short is off for them. Oh, so close to a headed goal for Jarek, but it's wide. We don't get the extra 30 to get the result we want here. We have to do it inside 90, and at the minute we are losing. And might be losing by even more. Samu, Gabri Veiga. We are losing by even more, and that's absolutely unstoppable by Gabri Veiga. This Tottenham side should never have been 16th in the first place, and today they're showing why they shouldn't be in that league position. Champions League football is going to be really tough from here. Spins well. Engels into the gap. Into the gap. And Fernandes. And Dibbling. I mean, it's the 87th minute. So if he does score, or if we score, there's still a lot to do. It's poor from Lancashire. That was the effort of a very tired man. He's done an awful lot for us, Will Lancashire, but that was just asking a little bit too much of him to run 60 yards in support and then put some decent shot power behind the effort. Fernandes forward to Sara. Goal difference is important for us as well in the league at the minute, regardless of Champions League football positions that we look highly unlikely of getting now. Oh, I couldn't have read that he was going to lunge then. Matty Fernandes. Can't lose it now. Please. Get there, Lancashire. He hasn't. We're going to lose 3-1 at home to Spurs. The Champions League spots were in our hands. They are no longer. That is gutting. We didn't bottle the FA Cup final. We might have bottled top 4. But the goals there for Tottenham were very good. And the side was particularly impressive too. And they just had the quality that we don't. So as we end today's episode, we are 7th. 2 points off 4th. it's so annoying. It's just where we won the FA Cup, isn't it? Otherwise, we might have been destined for Europa League again. Or even no European football. We go to the final day in tomorrow's episode where we hope a miracle will happen. Which is very unlikely. But there is a European final to play. So don't miss tomorrow's episode. I shall see you there.